Okay, very good idea. So in class, at work, like in the office or restaurant, I would like you to complete these conversations. 1.5 minutes, okay? No more than 2 minutes for you to do it individually first, okay? So I'll send you the link. Okay, ready? Time's up. So I would like you to check it with the partner. I will put you in a group with another student. You will have only 1.5 minutes to check what you have, what you answered, okay?
Okay, so my first answer is just. The first word will be just, I think. The second, I wrote the word interrupting.
Okay, so I'm going to show my screen and you're going to tell me if it's correct or not, all right? You will be analyzing the form of using these phrases for interrupting. So as you understand, today we will practice interrupting each other. So before we start having conversations and practicing, I would like you to review different phrases, different functions and ways of using those functional language phrases. So I will share another link, again, together with your partner. So not individually, you will discuss at the same time and select the correct answer. You will have only no more than 4 or 5 minutes, okay?
Identify the form. If I could just interrupt in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
If I could just interrupt a second, I think the best form of a verb, because interrupting is using for interrupting.
Then it's
Just look at the ending ing, yeah.
Yeah, and then say it's base, and I'd like to say.
I'm also not sure, but I think if interrupt, so we are focusing on that I'm interrupting you or some person.
Yeah, could be.
Not just good. So.
Yeah, that would be A, and then sorry, can I just say? Sorry, can I just say? Maybe B. Because like.
Sorry, can. But we need to say something or not to can something. So I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know, but like there could be like two ways. So we could think that we want to say something, like, or we can say that we like ask. So can I don't know, like let it be A because we want to say something. Okay.
Yeah.
I think too, because when we use it in polite form, we use the word could.
Yeah. Okay. And not formal is only.
Which one is not okay? So which reasons might be not okay? I think there are just some. Margot, which ones you selected that are not okay?
Not okay is only to make others angry and to have fun. And it's not polite, I think.
It's not polite. Thank you for giving a reason why it is not okay. Which one is less polite? Sophia, of course.
Yeah, okay, so not polite are sorry, can I just say that? It's like less polite. And then also just a second and hang on a minute.
So if you, what did you refer to not polite? So if I say to my friend, I will be impolite?
No, I'm like I've missaid, I don't know, like, so it's like less formal. So
less formal, right? So it still can be polite, but only if you talk to your friends. But it can be impolite, you're right. But if I use those phrases, interrupting maybe a boss, right? Or a teacher, right? That will be less formal and might be offensive in some way. The question was you needed to identify the form, right? So which one is gerund?
Gerund is second.
Second. Very good. And the others are base form of the verb, like infinitive without to, right? Or with to. But interrupting, why do we use gerund here? Do you know why we cannot say, excuse me for interrupt?
Do not sound beautiful.
Yeah, because it would be quite weird.
Okay, doesn't sound, but you believe me, many students of mine use interrupt instead of interrupting. And well, there is one rule actually for you to remember. Most of the words that would follow after preposition for will follow gerund. Always you will use gerund. Okay, for example, thank you for helping. Okay, not for help, for helping me, right? Thank you for giving me something. Excuse me for doing something for me. So always we will be using gerund after preposition for. That is something that you need to remember. Preposition for plus gerund. Okay, and well, let's practice a little bit of intonation. Unfortunately, again, these kind of phrases follow intonation rules, but not always, because they are short, they don't have main verbs or nouns. So if it is conditional, yeah, you know that we would stress the verb, the most important words like verbs, right? Important verbs, but sometimes we emphasize on other words that are also important. So let's practice. I will read and you try to repeat after me, okay? So let's start. Number one, if I could just interrupt a second.
Okay, if I could just interrupt a second.
Very good, Sophia. Okay. All right, let's go with the number two. Sorry, can I just say?
Sorry, can I just say?
Very good, Margot. Okay, number three, just a second.
Just a second.
Very good. You see, here we emphasize just a little bit stronger than a second. Yes, there is no a noun or verb that play. This is just like a phrase, just a second, just a moment, just a minute. Okay, and just will be a little bit more stressed. And the last one, excuse me for interrupting, but.
Excuse me for interrupting, but.
And Sophia, you were right. The word but is really important here, even though it is a connector. It's not a noun, it's not a verb, but we want to emphasize saying that I disagree, right? I don't agree with you. So, but, and I might interrupt you to say another opinion. Okay, so we have approximately 10 minutes, and I would like you now practice phrases using interrupting. You have the list of the Google form, so you can use these phrases to interrupt each other. So let's look at the screen. All right, so we have 3 role plays, but I would like you to try to do first the first one. Okay, so where do you think it is happening? It is happening where? In a
restaurant.
Restaurant. Okay, and we have 2 people, person A and person B. So one is a waiter and another one is a customer, a client, yeah, who comes to the restaurant. Okay, and what person A needs to do? You need to interrupt and ask if your customer, right, the person B, is ready to order the food. So you will be interrupting your customer, because maybe customer using cell phone or newspaper reading, which is not very common, but maybe very busy, right? But you need to interrupt. The person B needs to say what? Well, reading a newspaper or watching his cell phone, and say yes or no politely. Okay, you decide wherever you select. Yeah, yes or no politely, if you're ready or not. Okay, let's have a practice.
Could I just interrupt you, Eddie? Your order to the food is ready.
Not like sorry. If I understood correctly, you said you should say like that.
Oh, my 1 minute.
Are you ready? Are you ready to order? You can say.
Yeah. Sorry, I just read so. Excuse me for interrupting, but what do you? Oh my God.
Are you
It's
ready?
too
Are you
hard.
ready? Yeah, you can say,
Are
are you
you-
ready to
Are you ready to have an order? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, you can say, are you ready to order your meal, your food? May I take your order? Yeah, you can also say, may I take your order? So, and yeah, you can say, yes, please, of course, I'm ready.
May I have my coffee, please?
Here is a queue, and you need to stand on it before you getting the coffee.
Excuse me for interrupting, but how can I go to a coffee shop?
Hang on a minute. Can you? You should go. I know 2,000 meter further, and then turn to the right, and on your left side will be a coffee shop.
Excellent. Wow, very good.
Can I have a coffee and a donut, please, with the sugar glaze?
Excuse me, but could you get back to the line and wait for your coffee?
Well, thank you for being on time and coming every class. I'll see you next Monday. And well, do you have any questions?
No questions.
No questions. No? Okay, Andri?
No, I have no questions.
Okay, so thank you very much. See you guys. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the lesson. Have a nice day. Bye.
Okay, papa.
Bye-bye.
Bye.